Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. So a lot of you have been asking me what you should do in the last 30 or 40 days that are left before the prelims exam. So all of you who are appearing for 2022 prelims exam should keep in mind these 3 or 4 things that I'm going to tell you. Number one, don't study anything new. If you have already completed the entire syllabus or you have not completed the entire syllabus, right now is not a time to pick up new topics. What you should do is whatever you have studied, identify the most important areas in those by looking at the old year's question papers and do a lot of revision, active revision of those areas. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, let's say you know polity is one of the most important topics, environment, ecology is one of the most important topics. So look at some of the old papers, what kind of questions have been asked from these particular topics, and go ahead and do active revision, which means that you should not only be reading but actually trying to catch the keywords and to some extent try to memorize and remember as many of those important concepts as possible. So I will give you an example. UPSC occasionally asks about one or two odd articles in the prelims exam, which have very important articles: article 19, article 21, article 356. So you should know these around 20 to 30 articles, odd articles, maybe up to 35 odd articles, which are very important from the constitutional perspective. Similarly, you should know important amendments. Similarly, you should know important committees in the parliament, because these are some questions which have come in the past years and in some other form, in some little bit changed form, they might appear again. So it is very simple. Go back to the old mocks, old UPSC question papers, not coaching mocks, and look at them and figure out what are the questions that have been asked and just quickly revise them from your classic textbook that you have studied in the last 1 year. That for polity might be Lakshmikant, or for environment that might be Shankar IAS or some other online sources, or even my notes for that matter. So that is one way, one thing that you need to do towards the last 30 days or so. The second thing you need to do is do some mocks, do some coaching mocks, full test papers, so that you get an idea of how the real examination works. Sit down on a Sunday, take the morning CSAT paper, then take the evening general studies paper, so that you are fully fresh and fully you are knowing exactly how the exam is held. That way you will also get an idea that whether you can sit for that much amount of time, around 4-5 hours, and write the exam. What is your speed? Try to print out an OMR sheet from online Google Images or anywhere. If you Google, you will get a PDF file, and try to fill it out using a pencil. Have an eraser ready with you. So this will give you an idea of how to actually tackle the real OMR sheet, real exam-like situation. And of course, pencil is not allowed in the exam. I think you have to take the black pen. So be sure to take the black pen and even use it in your daily practice, so that you are not missing OMR circles or you are not getting confused between them. So this will really help you to also fix your strategy, that how you are going to fill out your OMR when you're solving questions. And for that also I have taken another session and you can refer to that. This is the second thing I would do. So some mock test papers which are full in length, and also some old UPSC papers of the last 3, 4, 5 years at least, so that you get an idea and you get a feeling of where you are going, right? Before a run, you want to warm up. Before any sport activity, you want to warm up your muscles. So this is similar exercise. You want to start warming up your mental muscles before you actually go ahead and write this UPSC prelims exam. The third thing I would like to tell you that you really need to do is start utilizing your time to the max, because last 30 days are important. You should get a sleep of 6 to 7 hours per day for sure, maybe 8 hours also. But apart from that, jitna bhi time hai, till now you might have been studying 8 hours a day, try to increase it to 10 hours a day, because those extra 2 hours, those extra 3 hours will make all the difference. Even though it will be exhausting, even though it will be a lot, but remember that these are the final days before the final battle. So you need to go in all prepared and you need to practice hard for it. Don't worry about the mains. After your prelims, once you have checked your answer keys, you will have an opportunity to start preparing for the mains exam. But right now, just your only goal should be what is going to happen in a prelims exam, and for that you should prepare yourself fully. The next thing I'm going to tell you is going to be simply about the fact that, remember, there are 4 or 5 subjects from which most of the prelims paper is going to be made from. So let's say your history is weak, but your polity is strong. Focus on polity, because a lot more questions will come from polity and you will be able to answer them also, because they come from a limited syllabus compared to history, which is a vast syllabus, and from anywhere UPSC can pick a question. Or let's say you are very good in for CSAT exam, I'm saying you are very good in maths, or you are very good in English comprehension. So really brush up on that area and really try to excel in that area. But from there only you will be able to qualify the 33% mark that is there for CSAT, which is quite simple anyways. So focus on your strengths, focus on the key areas that you have identified, and I think everyone for UPSC knows the key focus areas, and they are your polity, ecology, economics. Focus on the conceptual knowledge. Don't waste too much time on just rereading those current affairs booklets and magazines. Focus on the conceptual areas, and wherever your concepts are a little bit not very clear, try to quickly find out those concepts from YouTube or from any Google searches, so that big concepts are clear in your mind. Because see, current affairs plays a limited role, whether in prelims or mains. It is very important, but it is not like everything. And I feel like students end up putting too much effort toward current affairs compared to concepts. And now that being said, current affairs might still be a big part of the actual exam, which is going to happen soon, right? So don't take my words completely literally that you stop studying current affairs. You still have to revise the current affairs you have done, and especially current affairs in defense, space, technology, economy. These are the kind of current affairs, environment, like environmental bodies, climate change, etc. These are the kind of current affairs UPSC usually is looking you to have a knowledge of. Finally, lastly, I would like to say I have made a very good session on how to do guesswork, how to apply your common sense and do guesswork. Find out, it is in the prelims checklist also, playlist also, and you can find it out on the channel, so that you are able to understand what are the very basic tips and tricks for able to getting a lot of questions, around almost 5 to 10 questions right, which otherwise you will not get, by the virtue of knowing that. This is purely good elimination plus guessing techniques that I have developed over time, and you can use them also. So take care. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye, and very good luck for prelims. I will keep coming up with short updates for you, so that you can understand a little bit more things over a course of time.